For my next video, I'd like to do one on widgets, a little bit about how to do widgets, but more so about how to make stackable widgets. So first off, what's a stackable widget? It's a widget that you put on top. It's just like it sounds. It's a widget that you put on top of each other. So instead of having a whole slew of widgets all over your screen, you can actually put your widgets on top of one another and you get what's called a stackable widget. So here's one. This is on my main page because I use it a lot, and I'm going to show you this, but I'm going to show you how to make these too. So first I'm just going to show you. So this is right here, my widget. I can optimize it. Nice thing about widgets is for Android, they're not they're interactable. They're, for want of a better word, you can interact with them and they actually do things. It doesn't just give you the weather. It doesn't just do that. You actually do things with the widgets as well. So like for this optimize, if I want to optimize it, there it takes me to my optimize screen. So, okay, so since this is a stackable widget, you can see the dots here. So we can go to the next one, and the next one is my battery. So battery, if I want to tap on my battery, I don't think it's going to do anything. Yeah, it doesn't do anything for the battery because the battery is just the battery. So the next one is, of course, my music. So I can play, go back, pick a song, whatever. Today's weather. So I can tap on this, up comes more information about the weather. So again, they're interactable. It's probably not a word, but it sounds good. You can also, here's one for the internet search. Here's one for suggested apps, the ones I use the most. So it's going to suggest the ones you use the most. And then here I'm back to the beginning of the widgets. There's 7, I believe, you can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, 7. So, okay, let's dig in on how to make these. So there's several ways to start a widget. I always do the easiest method, of course. So pinch the screen, 2 fingers, pinch, and then you go to widgets. And I'm just going to pick battery, because you always have to know what your batteries are and stuff. So add. So there is my, we'll put this down here. We'll put this down here so we can see it a little better. And then you can rearrange it, make it bigger, make it smaller, whatever you want. I like my widgets to take up a good amount of real estate on the screen. So that's how you make one. Now the next step is you tap and hold and you can create a stack. So now here's my listing of all the apps I have, and I can make now a stack. So let's say internet, and I have found that you can't use smaller ones, you know, like this is a 2x1. If I'm going to have a longer sized widget, not a square one, but like the rectangle I just made that takes up from the left to the right, there's sometimes you can't use just a square widget and resize it. That doesn't work that way. So sometimes they do. You just have to check it on how it works. So we're going to do this one. We're going to add it, and bang, there it's been added to my my widgets. So there's the battery, there's the bookmarks in the internet. Okay, so let's do another one. Do one more. We'll edit stack. Now this time I can reorganize them. Tap, hold, and I can reorganize. Now I have my internet first and my battery second just by tapping and holding. And then of course the plus sign to add a new one. So we'll add, let's do a clock. And we'll add, how about an alarm? Add that. And then there we go. So we have 3 of them now. Real simple. And if you want to change them ever, tap and hold, edit stack. Now you can rearrange them. You can hit, say, I don't want my alarm on there anymore. I don't use it enough, minus, and it's gone. Now I just have the internet and the battery. So it's really cool. And let's before I forget here, tap and hold and then go to settings, because each widget has a setting you can control. So the background, devices to show. So this is a battery widget, obviously. The devices to show, and I list all the different, those are all the different devices I have. If I want to just show the watch, I can do that. I have a Galaxy Ring. Not sure why that's on there, but it's just all defaults. But if you want to show all of your devices, that's how you do it. Or if you just want to show one of your devices, you can do that as well. So they're all right there. Background is just showing the background square to it, which is kind of neat. It blends in more when you uncheck the background. As you can see, there's backgrounds on, backgrounds off. So I might turn that off. And let's turn it on for a second, because there's some things I want to show you. So background color, match phone setting. You can make it light, you can make it dark, and then you can make the transparency different of the background. So all those things are things you can set. So, and each widget allows you to set something different according to the app. So let's say this is the internet. Let's go to settings. This one doesn't have anything extra. So some widgets have more features than others that you can change in that setting. When you tap and hold and go to settings, you can do that. So, and then there's the actual app information if you want to ever delete an app or do different things, your storage and what it's taken up, etc. So it's like having your app right there without opening your app. And then you can it's like having your apps on top of one another, so you don't have to go to one app and then to another app and to apps. Mainly what I do is I use it for apps that I use the most. So like I use my alarm the most on my main page, then I use the optimize setting the most, and then of course I like to know my battery levels. In some instances, this is the only way you can find your battery levels on some devices. So this is a really handy feature. My music, my weather, I like to know where my weather is at all times. So bam, it's right there on the main screen. Instead of going into my apps and looking for weather, it's all right there. So it's very handy, very, very handy. They've changed the widget feature from the boring widget feature that it was a long time ago to where it's at now. It's come a long way. So that's my video on widgets and how to stack widgets and a little bit about them. I hope you found my video to be helpful. Thank you for being here. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you for your time, and until next time, I'm out.